أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين وهو خير الناصرين ومعين ثم الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم محمد صلى وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من أول يوم ظلمهم إلى لقاء يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الحكيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل للمؤمنين يغضوا من أبصارهم ويحفظوا فروجهم ذلك أزكى لهم إن الله خبير بما يصنعون صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Alhamdulillah that Allah has given us tawfiq to gather here and commemorate the dhikr of Quran and Ahl Bayt alayhimus salam. Tonight we are here for the 20th of the martyrs, the shuhada of Karbala alayhim alafu tahiyyatu wa thana. On top of them, Imam Abi Abdullah al-Hussain ibn Ali alayhim as-salam. May our salawat be a gift to him. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I kept on thinking that alhamdulillah we did share many ideas about Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Let's talk a bit about Shahzadi Zainab, who is the Thani Zahra and Sharikatul Hussain alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And then looking at the munasabat, it has been a demand many times. You brothers, you asked for that, Maulana, have a majlis on hijab. So I decided, you know what, okay, let's share some ideas about hijab. Even in Winnipeg, I had the demand, for myself it's demand, they requested rather, wo mujhe hukum kar sakte hain, I'm their younger brother. So I'm going to speak about hijab, but to an aspect of it. As alhamdulillah you all know, Islamic rituals, they need a lot of time to be explained and discussed, and they have so many different facets of it. So in a majlis of 30 to 35 minutes, I hope everybody understands my restrictions. So I will be a bit selective. I chose this ayah to answer a very, very trivial question. Normally said, where is it in Quran that, hijab is mandatory? And it's not from non-believers. This question, interestingly I'm saying, and you know my wording, it comes from Muslims. That, okay, show me where is it in Quran that hijab is mandatory? Here it is. Surah Mubarakah Furqan, 24th Surah. And for another reference, go read Surah Mubarakah Ahzab. And more than that, go read Sunnah of Rasulullah, who is the interpreter and teacher of Quran, that what Allah has revealed in Quran for us. But anyways, let's be logical and to the point. قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. This ayah is a beauty. And it answers many other questions. قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. O Apostle, say to believers, say to faithful, mu'mineen se keh do, what? يَغُضُّ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. Lower your gaze. Cast down your looks, your stares, put them down. And the discourse is not to women. Quran says, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It's a beauty. Would that inshallah when we reach to the tafsir of these ayat, you will see how Ahl Bayt alayhimus salam taught us these rituals in such a way that even somebody who does not believe in Islam, when I share those ahadith with you, your soul, your spirit, you will feel it's flying on throne of Allah Jalla Shanu. Arsh ilahi pe parwaz karti hai ruh-e insan. Would that we had time, inshallah. But look, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah starts ayat of hijab by commanding believers to lower your gaze. Put your eyes down. Don't look at mahramat. You are not allowed to. And then وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ. Command number 2 in one ayah. Protect, shield your private parts. And then ذَلِكَ أَزْكَى لَهُمْ. This is the most decent. Azka. Zakah yazku zakat or pak hona, to purify. This is like pure for them. To keep your eyes down. We have to share how is it pure for them. To simply, you know what? Put down their looks. How is it azka for them? Inna Allah khabirum bima yasnaun. This is a secret police. Police makhfi. Indeed, Allah is aware of what you do. Nothing is hidden from Allah. Be very careful, Allah says. Allah knows what you are doing. Your sana'at, it's a different word than what we do in Arabic. See, amal and sana, they're different in Arabic. We'll talk about it, but I have to reach to the other side. Next ayah. وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ. Now say to believer women. Mu'minat se ab keh dijiye. These are 2 ayat. First one spoke about men. And the only nuqta, only point from tafsir I want to share with you is always proclaim the beauty and justice in Islam, justice among gender. That look, Quran, Allah commands men first to simply cast down your looks. They don't start with women. They start educating men before women. Now Quran says, وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ. And say to the believing women, يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ. Lower down your gaze too. Look, mutual, both sides. I lower down my gaze as a man, and my wife, she lower down her gaze as a woman. Because everybody else other than her mahrameen, they're not her mahram, they're non-mahram to her. She's supposed to safeguard her eyes, and I'm supposed to safeguard my eyes. And so everybody, every mu'min and mu'minah, look at the beauty of this balance. Now you have about dozens of questions answered here about gender and astaghfirullah, so-called, objections and critics about Islam. Oh, gender equality is not supported. Rather, in Islam it says, Innal Muslimina wal Muslimat wal Mu'minina wal Mu'minat. Quran Kareem compares so many attributes, 14 of them. Or about 14 of them, could be 13, don't come back. Maulana, you said 14, there were 13. Somewhere like more than 10 attributes between mu'mineen and mu'minat, muslimin, muslimat, dhakirin, dhakirat. Surah Ahzab, go read it. This one is a long ayah. I'm going to maybe read a part of it. I have to reach to the message, the essence of this ayah. Please listen to the simple translation. وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ. Likewise as men were commanded, safeguard your private parts. Apni sharamgahon ki hifazat karo. O apostle, tell them to do this. Safeguard, hifazat karo. Wala yubdina zinatahunna. Now it goes into the core. The circle is narrowing now. And don't display. Yubdina badai abdu. Don't display your charms, your adornment. Don't display that. Illa, except what is obvious, what is outward, what is external. To make it easy, exactly as our sisters, they're supposed to do in their salah, from their wrists, their hands, they're obvious, they're seen. Their face, see a face which is shown from a makna, from a headscarf, that front of the face. And don't come back to me if somebody has this much of erusri. That is not erusri. That is not a headscarf. Yes, let's clarify it. And I'm going to come back to it quickly. وَلْيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمُرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ. Then they should draw their chadur khumurihinna, their hijab, their veil, whatever you translate it, unka parda, their parda, nowadays even niqab, parda, they have been entered into the English lexicon. No, nowadays, alhamdulillah, even in West, people, they understand what does the, even burqa is there. They know what these words they mean. So, coming back to our discussion, Allah says, La yubdina zinatahunna again. And then Allah says, وَلْيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمُرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ. The beauties, you will be amazed in Arabs and even other cultures and even ancient cultures like Egypt and Hindustan, India. People, women, they used to wear hijab. But they used to leave their neck and their bosom open. Islam says, cover them up as well. Your head is covered already, but cover all of your front body. Now, this was the simple translation and it continues. It's a long ayah. وَلَا يَضْرِبْنَ بِأَرْجُلِهِنَّ لِيُعْلَمَ مَا يُخْفِينَ مِنْ زِينَتِهِنَّ is there, but I will leave it alone for some other day. You heard these ayah. I will start with an objection. There is a very commonly spread out question, as we say ishkal in Arabic, a question that hijab oppresses women because it violates their freedom. Hijab is against freedom. Basically, they're trying to mislead people. We say in Arabic mughalta, jisko humne mughalata karna. They're trying to simply manipulate words and ideas. But inshallah, we will today clarify it in simplest terms. Please have a salawat. Sallallahu alayka ya Aba Abdillah. It violates hijab, or violates hijab's freedom, limitates their authority, limitates their freedom, limitates their workforce. These are the subordinate questions. See, women, they form about 50% of man force on the globe. So hijab simply restricts them, confines them to home. And they cannot come out, they cannot work. So see, it's a kind of fail for the economy. Now, you said word freedom. This word has been misconstrued and misinterpreted so much that I guess maybe there are rare words who could be misused than this word. While freedom is a very sacred word and a great idea. But do people explain and do they define what freedom means? I will go sharh ismi. With example I will go. Because there might be lots of different definitions for freedom. One may agree to one, the other may not, including myself. So let's do it in the reality based, as they say in ilm mantiq, sharh ismi. Freedom. I'm a free person, but am I allowed to eat poisonous food? You will say no. My question, why cannot I eat poisonous food? Am I not free? It's a very simple question. Well, I don't play, but for the example, living in the West, can I, let's say, get up midnight, pull out my huge 2 meters high, tall speakers and put my music full? I'm playing it in my, let's say front yard or backyard, or in my house, or in my apartment. Am I not free? But can I play that at midnight when everybody is sleeping and tomorrow they have to get up early and go to work? I guess not. A single person will disagree that you are free, but you are not free to do that. So you also agree there are some, instances where I have to take care of other people's freedom too. I'm going really slow. I could even narrate in one line, but point. Does this food in my fridge, does it not belong to me? Yes, it belongs to you. Can I not eat 10 times as I eat normally? Yes, I can. But should I? Does it violate my freedom? You will say no. It's injurious for your health. It's not good for you. Your sugar will go high. I don't know, your cholesterol will go high. I mean, doctors, they will come and tell you all the different harms of it. So there is a clause, there is an area where it has not to do with your freedom. It has to do with your benefit and your harm. You agree? Oh, yes, yeah, it makes sense. Why a cop can hold a gun and I can't? Does it violate my freedom? I just take the exit from Barton to, Red Hill Valley. Why can't I drive on the speed of 200 kilometers an hour? I just bought a nice Ferrari, my Lamborghini. Why can't I drive that fast? Am I not free to do that? Why are you taking away my, freedom? But in reality, am I deprived of my freedom or no? Somewhere there, the lies telling me, number one, it's not safe for you to drive that fast. Because that winding highway cannot, sustain that much speed. And on the other side, that you may, get into an accident. And you may be, let's say dead, and you may kill other people too, whom you're going to hit with that much of speed. Okay, wait a minute. So there are some areas in this life, and in my scenario, in religion, that we must respect those areas. And they are there for a purpose. In my point, let's say, that freedom which takes away other people's freedom is not freedom. And then when you are waiting on a red light, waiting for other people who have a green light opposite to your side, let them go first, and then you waited, and now your light turned green, and now you will proceed. This is not that you are being oppressed or your freedom has been, compromised or taken away. No. This is simply that we are social human beings. We have to have certain laws that everyone's right is protected and taken care of. Maulana, too much of explanation, make it easy. Yes, you got the idea. This is Sharh Ismi. You put on your shoes. Those shoes, are they to oppress your feet or are they to protect your feet? Your house, well, you put a fence there. You had a wooden door, okay. Why do you change it to a metallic door? Well, for protection. You live in a certain area, you feel unsafe, you put fences even against your, let's say, glass windows. If somebody says, why are you kind of, say, imprisoning yourself? Will that be true statement? You will say no. Now, with that long introduction, I hope everybody understood hijab. Hijab is simply a protection. A protection like a pearl is protected in a shell. Likewise, a woman who is taken as a precious pearl, a gemstone, Allah protects that gemstone from lustful looks and staring non-mahrameen, that this lady's honor must be protected. And Allah makes it legal for them. And then so simply, and normally I heard when I was even a child, Maulana Razavi, Hafizahullah, saying that look at your outfits of your nuns. I mean non-believers, even non-Muslims rather, our Christian brothers. They have their nuns, and when you ask them, are they not oppressed? They will say, oh, because they have that higher level of chastity and purity. Well, we will say, you know what? Islam wants every follower of it from women's side to be on that level of chastity and modesty and virtue. I was salawat. Muhammad. And some ulama, mashallah, in Hausa, they have amazing examples. Why do you put a barbed wire around your farm? I don't know. If you remove the feather of a peacock, how will a peacock look like? Think of it. A chicken, any bird, pick up its feathers. Uske par utar dijiye. How will it look like? A woman, her hijab is like feather to a bird. It's part of her body. The day Allah created her, hijab was there. And it is not any advancement, any progress to remove something which came with you. Let me narrate you a beautiful story, but a great word before that. From the previous, this is a few years back, Italy's former Minister of the Interior, Roberto Maroni. I was amazed. I loved this statement. He said he has strongly opposed a decree banning the Islamic female dress code known as hijab. Now start quote. He says, if the Virgin Mary appears wearing a veil on all her pictures, how can you ask me to sign on a hijab ban? Masterpiece. He says all these statues and pictures of a Bibi Maryam salamullahi alaiha, she is wearing a hijab there. How can you ask me to sign such a bill to ban the hijab? He's not a Muslim, but he understands this very basic human instinct of honor. See, men, they have different dress code. Women, they have different dress code. Now, before I give you this story, let me give you a hukum too. Hukum of hijab, I normally see this, and I don't know, I felt a need to clarify. Some people, they have, some sisters, they just wear a headscarf, and then they are wearing a astaghfirullah fit dress, especially fit pants, fit pajamas. They don't comply with hijab. All of your respected body is your satr. Your hijab is not just to, let's say, cover your hair. All of your body is your satr. Satr means which is mandatory to be covered. And as per fiqh, it should be in such that your zinat should not be exposed to na-mahramin. Please have a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. My time is about like slipping. I was thinking to make it short, about 35. The story I wanted to give you is, if I can embody all this meaning in that story. There's a woman, a beautiful, good-looking woman, young woman rather. Man approaches, proposes her. She says, I will marry to you with one condition. What is the condition? She says, you will always help me to safeguard my hijab. Okay, I will help you to keep your hijab always. The husband gives the promise. They got married, started their life. The man is a farmer, works in farm. It's a couple of centuries ago story. MashaAllah, after a short while, they have a baby. Allah gives them a son. The man is working hard in the farm. He says, you know what? I waste time coming back home to eat my lunch. Can you give me a favor? If you bring my lunch to the fields I work in, that will save me time. And we can have more, generate more revenue, have more grains, let's say. She says, but remember, did I not put, my shart, my condition that you will help me to be muhajjaba? He says, you can wear your hijab. I'm not saying to do kashfi hijab. You can have your hijab and bring my food. But she said, is it not that my hijab means that I have to stay home? Somehow he convinces her. She says, well, okay. I'm working for you, There's so many dialogues there. Oh, I'm doing this for you. Hey, we're doing this for our child, Normally, this is how we will justify. Anyways, convinces her. She starts bringing the food, lunch, to the field. And now, of course, when she's coming and going, of course, other people are watching her coming and going, though she has her complete hijab. MashaAllah, after another year, Allah gives them another son. Now they have 2 children. Wait till the end of the story. And I'm going really easy. If I can somehow convey this story and the message in it, I think I have done some service to hijab, inshallah. Now, the husband starts demanding, you know what? I bought my, 2 other oxen, other stuff, other material to do my, cultivating of land. If you can help me a bit. So I have so much other, piece of land, which I don't put any grains there. No sowing, no seed, nothing. If you can help me out a bit. She says, no, that is going to violate my hijab. Well, I'm throwing grain, coming, going, wind blows sometimes and my hijab is going to fly away, this and that. Anyways, end of the story, he convinces and she says yes. And now she's seen sometimes there's no chador, no hijab, no makna on her head and working in the fields. Allah gives them another son. So now they have 3 sons. Well, by the command of Allah, as everybody grows, their children, they, raised, they grew up. Now they're all grown-ups. One day, she's sitting in the middle of her house and the husband starts looking at her and starts laughing. Laughing badly. He says, what's happening? What happened? Why are you laughing? He says, remember when we married, you said that you want to be a muhajjaba lady. Look at you now. You don't wear hijab at all. That's what made me laugh. He says, is that funny? Come with me, let me answer you. She takes him inside in a room. In a room, she says, doesn't matter what happens, you don't interfere. Just hide yourself behind that curtain against the wall and let me have a display for you. But doesn't matter what happens, you're not going to interfere. He says, okay. She calls the oldest son in, starts crying badly, hitting her face. He says, Mama, what happened? Why are you crying badly? What happened? Please. She tries to make her calm down. She says, your dad, he's a bad guy. He hit me, abused me, this and that. He did that to me, did this to me. He's not a good husband. He says, Mama, don't worry, it's okay. I will speak with Baba. Inshallah, I will try to convince her not to be, strict on you, not to be bad with you, be good with you, be a good husband. I will speak with him. Don't worry, please, don't cry. Makes her calm down, gives her hope, leaves. Then she calls the second son, middle one. Plays the same role again. After listening to his mom crying and this and that, hitting her face, he says, Astaghfirullah, this is a story to teach. We should never, especially youth, practice something like this. He says, you know what? My dad is a bad guy. He's not a good guy at all. Not a good Baba even. I don't like him. I hate him. Let him go and speak with him. Aaj seedha kar dunga. Says bad words about dad. She says, it's okay, son. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. She calms him down. Sends her out. Now calls the third one, the youngest one. Tells her the same scenario, same story. He says, how dare he touch you? Where is my big, sword type knife? I'm going to cut him into pieces. This guy, I hate him. This and that, makes a furious face. I don't mean to be furious. Anyways, acts like, an angry man. He says, I'm gonna kill him today. Says like this. She says, no, it's okay. Don't worry that much. Sends him out. Now she calls the husband, come out. He says, what are you doing? What is happening? What's going on? She says, listen, you laughed at my bad hijabi. The oldest, he was born when I used to wear my hijab. Look at his haya. I complained against you, likewise I complained to the other two, but he said, Mama, it's okay. Maybe Baba was tired. I will speak with him. He will be nice with you, inshallah. He's going to be okay. Look how much haya he had because I used to wear my hijab. The second one, I occasionally used to wear hijab, sometimes no hijab. But he still did not say bad things to you that I will kill him and this and that. He was still a bit moderate. But the third one, when he was born, I had no hijab on me. So this third son had no haya. Look how he was going to treat you. Now, message of the story. We have to decide what type of children do we want. It's up to us. Have a salawat. Salli ala Muhammad. Exact सारा असर बच्चे में ये जाता है. जितनी माँ हयादार है और ऑफ कोर्स जितने वालिद हयादार हैं, उतना बा हया, उतना बा आफाफ, اتنا غیرت مند فرزند یا اولاد ہوگی. عزادارو غیرت کا شہنشاہ ہے. مصائب میں سوچ رہا تھا کہ ایک آپ کو چھوٹی سی بات کہہ دوں, خدا کی قسم عاشور کے دن امام حسین کا مقتل نہیں پڑھا جاتا اور امام سجاد علیہ السلام کے مصائب نہیں پڑھے جاتے. اور اساتذہ بتاتے ہیں کہ جب آپ نے مصائب پڑھنا ہونا تو اپنے جی کو کڑا کر کے, دل کو مضبوط کر کے مصائب پڑھیں. اگر آپ جذباتی ہو جائیں گے تو پھر آپ حق اہل بیت ادا نہیں کر پاتے. میں اب اپنے آپ کو کنٹرول کر رہا ہوں کہ مالک مجھے طاقت دے, میں امام سجاد کے 2 جملے آپ کی خدمت میں عرض کروں. پتہ کس وقت؟ جب یہ قافلہ لے کر شمر اور خولہ چلے, خولہ پڑھتے ہیں لوگ, خولہ تھا اس کا تلفظ ہے, یہ چلے جب سرانے شہیدان کو لے کر اور بیویوں کو محملوں کے بنا پالان کے اونٹوں پر بٹھا کر رسیوں میں جکڑ کر, پتہ ہے امام سجاد کو انہوں نے کیسے باندھا تھا کوفے سے شام جاتے ہوئے. مجھے معاف کر دیجئے, خدا کی قسم اتنی توہین انسانیت کی. امام کے ایک پائے مقدس سے رسی باندھ کر اونٹ کے پیٹ کے نیچے سے لا کر دوسری طرف کس کے اس لیے باندھا تھا کہ یہ بیمار پشت اونٹ پر بیٹھ نہیں سکتا تھا. تصور کرو, خدا کی قسم ایک بیمار آدمی, اللہ نے بیمار سے شرعی احکام کم کر دیے, جہاد ساکت ہے بیمار سے. اور بیمار ہی نہیں, صرف امام سجاد بھوکے ہیں, پیاسے ہیں, اور مجھے معاف کر دیجئے گا شمر تازیانہ لے کر ساتھ چلتا تھا امام سجاد کے. مجھے معاف کر دیجئے, ایک بھی مقتل کی کتاب اٹھا کر دیکھیں, سب نے بال اتفاق لکھا ہے شمر نے امام سجاد کی پشت مبارک پر اتنے تازیانے مارے کہ امام مظلوم کا چمڑ بدن کی کھال اتار دی, بدن پر کھال نہ رہی. عزادارو, امام سجاد کی آنکھوں کا خون میں آج کل کی طبی معلومات کے تحت جسٹیفائی نہیں کرنا چاہ رہا, وہ کمر پر تازیانوں کی وجہ سے خون نہیں آتا تھا آنکھوں سے. یا علیمت, ایک منزل سن لو, امام کو اتارا اونٹ سے نیچے, بچے پانی مانگتے تھے, امام کو تازیانے پڑتے تھے, انہیں خاموش کراؤ. اور یہ شمر اتنا بے غیرت, اتنا صفاک انسان تھا, بچوں کے رونے سے, بالخصوص بی بی سکینہ سے رونے سے ضد میں آ کر یہ امام سجاد پر تازیانے برساتا تھا. عزادارو, اس نے امام کو اور ظلم کرنے کے لیے امام باقر جو اس وقت 3.5 سال کے تھے, امام کو امام سجاد کے گلے سے اس طرح سے باندھا کہ اگر امام سجاد کمر سیدھی کر کے چلے تو امام باقر کا گلا گھٹ جاتا تھا, اور اگر امام کمر نیچے کرے تو امام چل نہیں سکتے تھے. بھوکا پیاسا انسان اتنے لمبے سفر کا تھکا ہارا, وہ کیسے کمر جھکا کر چلے. اب ایک بات بھول رہے, امام کے گلے میں اتنا بھاری لوہے کا توق, آپ کو پتا ہے زنجیروں کا کتنا وزن تھا. خدا نہ خواستہ کبھی آپ کو خدا اس طرح کے مناظر دکھائے, لیکن اپنے تصور میں سوچو کہ ایک بیمار, اس کا بدن زخمی, اس کے گلے میں توق اور زنجیروں کا وزن, اور گلے میں ایک چھوٹا سا بچہ باندھ دیا جائے. وہ بچہ ریشنلی سپیکنگ وہ 8-10 کلو کا تو بچہ ہوگا, یہ انسان اس کو اٹھا کر چلا ہوگا تو کیسے چلا ہوگا. عزادارو, آپ پہنچ گئے, آپ نے گریہ کیا, آپ کو بی بی فاطمہ جردیبان ایک حصہ سن لو. ایک جگہ آ کر امام حسین کا سر اقدس جس نیزے پر نصب تھا نا, وہ نیزہ زمین میں دھنس گیا, اب وہ نیزہ آگے نہیں چل رہا تھا. عزادارو, شمر نے بہت زور لگایا کہ یہ نیزہ چلے, وہ نیزہ ان سے اکھاڑا نہیں گیا. یہ ملعون آیا امام کے پاس, آ کر امام پر تازیانے پڑتا کہ یہ تمہارے باپ کا سر کیوں نہیں چل رہا. عزادارو, مقتل گئے تھے, امام سجاد نے رو کے کہا, بابا کیوں نہیں چلتے, بابا کیوں نہیں چلتے. عزادارو, امام حسین کے لبیلے میری سکینہ اونٹ سے گر گئی, میری سکینہ کو لے کر, جس سکینہ کو اپنے کے سینے پہ سلاتے تھے حسین اسے کیسے چھوڑ کے آگے بڑھ جائے. عزادارو امام سجاد کو زنجیروں میں جکڑا دیکھ کر اور یہ بات سن کر بی بی زینب نے اپنے آپ کو اونٹ سے نیچے گرایا اور بی بی زینب اپنی گھٹنیوں کے بل تھوڑا سا چلی آگے پھر اٹھ کر گئی سکینہ کو اٹھانے. مجھے معاف کر دینا یہ ظالم اونٹوں کو جلدی جلدی چلاتے تھے اور سادات کے بچے اونٹوں سے نیچے گر جاتے تھے. کچھ بچے پیچھے سے آنے والے اونٹوں کے پاؤں کے نیچے آ کر شہید ہو جاتے تھے. اس لیے جب آپ جاتے ہیں زیارتوں کو تو بین راہ کوفہ و شام آپ کو چھوٹی چھوٹی قبریں ملتی. عزادارو بی بی زینب آئی دیکھا ایک پردہ دار بی بی ہے سکینہ کو گود میں لے کر چپ کرا رہی ہے. کبھی اس کی آنکھوں کا کبھی اس کے کانوں کا خون صاف کرتی ہے کبھی اس کے بالوں کو سہلاتی ہے. بی بی زینب نے پاس آ کر کہا اے خاتون خدا تجھے جزائے خیر دے. سفید سر والی بی بی تھی. بی بی زینب پہچان نہ سکی. جب دیکھا کہا کہ شکریہ ادا کرتی ہے. کہا زینب مجھے نہیں پہچان رہی میں تیری ماں فاطمہ لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ. مالک تجھے امام سجاد علیہ السلام کی مظلومیت کا واسطہ بحق اس بیمار کربلا کے ہماری کمیونٹی میں یا سارے مومنین میں خدا نخواستہ کوئی بیمار ہے اسے شفاء کاملہ و عاجلہ عطا فرما. مالک امام سجاد کے صدقے ہماری سب ماں بہنوں کے پردوں کی حفاظت فرما. پروردگارہ سب ماں بہنوں کو جناب ثانی زہرا کی سیرت مبارک پر چلنے میں کامیاب فرما. اے میرے اللہ منتقم آل محمد امام زمان کے ظہور میں تعجیل فرما. مالک ہماری اس حقیر سی کوشش و تلاش کو قبول و منظور فرما. ربنا تقبل منا انک انت السمیع العلیم وسیعلم الذین ظلموا ای منقلب ینقلبون. ماتم حسین.